In those days you didn't have to audition, you just, if you wanted to sing, you came and went in the show, yes, yeah, and you were put in, you were an alto or you're a soprano, and you learnt your parts, and yes. They needed somebody to help with costuming, so guess who? Yes, so I started in '79, I think, and got on the stage as well, and they knew I could sew, so they took me along to meet Peter Nethercote, and he gave me these wonderful drawings and bags of material and said, make these. So I thought, well, if I start with my own ball gown and it's a failure, they can sack me. But 37 years later, I'm still here. So I think it was just natural. My mum was a sewer, natural sewer, and I mean, you learned a bit at school, but I never did lessons or anything. And then it sort of started that I'd make my kids' clothes, and then it got to the girlfriends' deb dresses and their kids' deb dresses and wedding dresses. So I was doing work on the side for many years, and this as well. And we used to do 3 shows a year. We did a senior show, a junior show, and Begonia Festival did a big show. So the lady from Lyric and I used to do the sharing of the Begonia Festival show. So the year was very full, and the kids were in the shows and I was in the shows. I think I did 18 shows for BLOC, and then I retired, and then I came back in a cameo role in Singing in the Rain. It's tradition that apparently the wardrobe mistress appears as the cameo wardrobe mistress in the show. So Peter Tulloch said, but he kept putting extra bits in, and I'm on stage for this and stage for that, and yeah, so I had a ball. Once they've got the cast, I come in and measure, and a couple of Gwenny comes in too, and we measure up everybody. Then it's usually, say, Fred Farger or Peter Tulloch directing the show, and they're usually the designers, and they just do drawings. I don't need patterns, so they do drawings of what they want, and I start off by doing just a bodice virtues. That's the main fitting part, and fit the bodices. I make it out of something, bit of an old material, and fit them all, and then make them to look like the drawing. I mean, there's a huge wardrobe here, but you can use a certain amount of stuff, but then if the directors wants that colour combination, you can't always have it in here, so you make it again, or you make new ones, yeah. And that's how the wardrobe has grown and grown. But whole sets of costumes go out to all over Australia now, yeah. It's very well known, the BLOC, that we've got the costumes here for a whole show. So cost-wise, it's better to make them. And I just sew from home, mainly because it suits me. We're there with our machines. During the show we're in the green room, because there's usually something, a zip or something. I can remember one night, one poor girl, she stood on the frill of her dress, and it's dangling around. So I'm backstage in the wings, and she's dancing towards me. I've got the scissors, and we chop that bit off, and off she dances again. Yeah, during the show, of course, the dressing, quick changes is amazing. I mean, the people out there don't know, but very, very quick, and there can be up to 10 or 20 people, dresses, with they put their costumes where they're going to come off stage, the dresses there ready, whip one down, drop it, put the other on, and back in stage. The girl playing the part was quite a big girl, and she had a top and skirt, and she got sick at interval. So during interval, the other Deb had to come on, and she was small, so I just sewed the costume in half down the middle and turned it in, and she wore it on, and then the bigger girl came back, so we took the stitching out and it was right again in a few days' time. So it's amazing what you can do when you have to. Yes. Some I've made 37 years ago, and they're still here. Because people sort of think, oh, perhaps, you've only got to run them up because it's only a show for 10 performances. But they get a hard life. Think of a wedding dress, what you put into a wedding dress. It's worn once, hopefully. And this is at least 4 dress rehearsals, 10 performances. As I say, quick changes, you're in and out of them, the zips. And so they've got to be really sturdily made. Yes, and I pride myself on that too. I like to like to have it. Yeah, a bit pedantic that way perhaps. I like them to be good. I have been known to sit at dress rehearsal and cry. And they say, "Oh, Lynne, what's wrong?" I said, "Oh, it's just beautiful." Yeah, very proud of it. And over the last couple of years, we've been computerising it all, so putting tags on everything. And we've tagged, well over 7,000. Will I take you to where we start? Would be probably the best idea. These are about 37 years old, some of these. These are mainly just hire costumes, some of these. I'll tell you who wore this one is the famous Maxine Montgomery, and that was in Chess. I think I spoke about Chess, but that was one of my favourite dresses from Chess. A favourite up here that I really do love. I can't find it now. And I think I made 12 of them, all exactly the same. Would have been Singing in the Rain, and 12 of them came across the stage, walked down the stage, and as it turned out, that was the show I was in, so I was able to stand there and watch them. It just looked lovely. A lot of work, but they went well. These are actually before my time, a lot of these, because they're going back to Kismet and so forth, but they're still in use, still on hire and sometimes in a show. We couldn't buy the material, so we hand painted it. This one down here is a Beauty and the Beast. Quite a complicated. The Ugly Sisters, I think they were, had those. I made a whole set of Marines for Miss Saigon. The Merry Widows, the old with the big train, with hold them on your arm. From Chess. From My Fair Ladies. All sorts of, all the beading, that was a My Fair Lady. Lovely lady Claire Thorpe does a lot of that. Well, we got the cast to do all their own sequining. King and I, the great huge dress. These are all my memories. The lace is just from curtains. These were Anything Goes. Santas for Christmas, they're very popular. Little children's from Wizard of Oz. These are the little boys with their tails. This was Dorothy before it went to colour. You start the show in the black and white, sepia, and then she goes into the blue. Kate from The Beast, from Beauty and the Beast. A maid from Beauty and the Beast. Lives of Greece. These are the little children from Sound of Music. The dresses she made from the curtains, supposedly. I went right through my life of sewing, yeah, which was beautiful, remembering it all, yes.